Hi there. Today I reply to your questions about New Year's resolutions. I will reply to three of your questions. The first one is why so many of us make New Year's resolutions. The second question is what's the best way to go about making a New Year's resolution. And the third, and probably most important one, is how to actually stick to them once we made them. Okay, so let's get started. First question, why so many of us make New Year's resolutions? Well, it is about the blank slate or the new beginning effect. In other words, thinking that we can make a new start make us feel good about ourselves. Some people find that certain dates work well for them in motivational terms, like for example birthdays, name days, solstices, or the start of a new year, and that's absolutely fine. Others choose life events instead, like for example the birth of a child, the start or the end of a significant relationship. Second question, how to be successful in making New Year resolution? What's the best way to go about this? Well, the first thing to bear in mind is that here we apply a magic formula, and the magic formula is change equal m plus k. Change, the power to introduce change in our life, and therefore to make and implement a New Year resolution, requires two elements: m, motivation, and k, knowledge. By knowledge we mean both theoretical and practical knowledge. So you want to make sure that when you jot down your list of your New Year resolution, make sure that you're really motivated. Otherwise you're just wasting time. Number one. Number two, make sure that you gather enough information, both theoretical and practical, about them. Then, what are really the ingredients? What are the tips I can give you to make sure that once you made your New Year resolution, you actually stick to them? Okay, let's start from the first one. The first tip I can give you is make sure that you think positive at the onset. Successful changer think about what they want to change and get started when they are in a good mood and in a positive mindset. So, before writing down your list of the things you want to change, and most importantly, before you actually get started, you are advised to spend at least 5 minutes doing something that puts you in a good mood, like watching on YouTube your favorite comedian in action or reading something funny. So if you already know what you want to change, make sure to be in a good mood before you practically begin with the new behavior or the new activity. The second tips I can give you is make sure that you introduce your changes slowly. Consolidated research has actually shown that the people who actually are successful in maintaining their changes once they have introduced them, they do so, number one, in a very comfortable way, number two, gradually, and number three, regularly. So then again, you want to be in a good mood when you get started. You want to make sure that you are comfortable, and one way to be comfortable about that would be to introduce your change slowly and make sure that your changes are introduced regularly. 5 minutes a day are much better than 1 hour once or twice a week. Okay, so to recap, the formula, motivation, and knowledge, these are the two elements required to make your change work. And in terms of practical tips, think positive, introduce your changes slowly, means be comfortable when you get started, and get started gradually, and most importantly, do it regularly. Introduce your changes regularly. 5 minutes a day, again, much better than 1 or 2 hours a week. Good luck with that. Right, so that's all for this week. Thanks for listening, and if you like, you can drop your questions in the comment section below. And if you wish to support my work, please subscribe to this channel. Bye for now.